My first guest tonight is a three-time Grammy Award-winning rapper. He's also a music producer, fashion designer, restaurateur. He does it all. Please welcome Sean P. Diddy Combs. All right, I think it's...
Got a little gift for you. Got a little gift for you. So.
That's very nice. There we go.
There you go.
What's this? Vote. You got
Vote. Vote. You got to vote.
Before we get into the vote thing, did you check out what I was doing while you were busting out your moves? Did you see what I was doing?
Yeah.
I was doing the...
I started rocking with you.
Doing the white man robot right here.
Got to put a little...
Put a little ass in it? Is that right? I got it, man. I got it now. Why does it doesn't look good when I do it?
How you doing, Mr. O'Brien?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for being here. Nice to have you on the show. There's so much to talk about here today. First of all, I got to ask you. I've been obsessed with the fact. I know he doesn't work for you any longer.
Yes.
But for a long time, you famously had a butler. And the guy's name, Farnsworth Bentley.
Farnsworth Bentley.
And there were these great photos that would show up in the magazines. Let's see this photo right here of Farnsworth Bentley holding an umbrella over you.
Yes.
I don't think it's raining there. This was to protect you
from the sun, and just in case it rained.
Just in case anything happened. This guy would follow.
Have to be prepared.
I think he followed you around indoors with an umbrella over your head. Now what happened? He no longer works for you. Is that right?
Yeah. Yes. He's an entrepreneur. He has moved on to bigger and better things. I'm actually executive producing a TV show for him called Borrow My Crew on MTV.
Okay. So we can see him soon.
He has an umbrella line. He's translated the umbrella.
He has an umbrella line.
He always had a plan.
Okay.
You know, he always had a plan. But he's also doing. He also does commentating for Access Hollywood.
Okay,
good. And you know, he's done. He's in Kanye West's new video. And
but this raises a big question.
Yeah.
Is there an opening? Do you have a butler now?
Yes.
Who are what are you looking for in a butler now? I'm
telling you right now, I'm actually interviewing for a butler. I'm looking for a white man. White man.
You want a white butler?
White man.
That's
white
good.
Man, equal opportunity employer.
Is there any chance?
White man with an accent.
Is there any chance?
And a lot of knowledge.
Is there a knowledge? He has to have an accent and like a distinguished accent.
A lot of knowledge and service and fine wines and sexy.
Okay.
Knowledge and sexy.
Okay, those things aside, could I be your butler for a day? Wouldn't people like it? I would have a camera crew shoot it. If I was your butler for a day, I know I could be a good butler.
You?
Yeah, me. I think I could hold an umbrella over your head. I'd take good care of you. Mr. Cohen, good to see you. You know, I'd be great. I think that would be a lot of fun, following you around for a day, being your butler.
We
think about it.
We could try.
We'll shoot it. It'll be a reality show on VH1. People are going to love that. Let me ask you something. I don't know if this is just made up myth or if this is true, but I'm told that when you go to a hotel, anytime you go to a hotel, you don't just check in the way everybody else does. You send someone ahead to prepare the hotel room for you.
You know, it's called preparing the sexy.
Preparing the sexy.
Yeah.
What's preparing the sexy?
I mean, when I walk in, I definitely take pride in being the originator of the preparation of the sexy.
Yes.
Yes, and that's candles. I like candles. I like tuberose. That's a smell. I like that scent. I'm attracted to certain scents.
What kind of?
Tuberose.
Tuberose.
Yes.
Okay, as a scent you like.
Yes, it's a scent.
Okay.
Tuberose.
Yes.
I like lilies. I like white orchids. You know, roses and things of that nature. I'm into baths. You know, so I like my bath at the right temperature. It's just little things that I personally like. You know, I work hard, and I like my room to be sexy.
Sure. You like to prepare the sexy, is what you're saying. You can't just count on the sexy. Prepare the sexy.
You have to make sure you go through the proper measures to make sure that your sexy is there when you arrive.
See, that's what I have never gotten right my whole life. I have not prepared the sexy. I've always assumed that the sexy's just going to hit me, you know?
Yeah.
Hasn't happened yet, but if you send someone ahead and prepare the sexy, you know,
then you're prepared.
Then you're prepared. So this is good. I'd like to learn more about that. But first, I have to ask you about your incredible, you've tried so many things and you succeeded, and then you said you're going to go on Broadway.
Yes.
Okay, where you did Raisin in the Sun, and people were skeptical, and then you did a great job, Raisin in the Sun, and people...
Thank you.
You must have enjoyed, that must have been It's very satisfying.
I was scared to death.
You were scared to death?
Scared to death, and it was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, but it was the most rewarding thing. It's prepared me for a future as an actor, and it really literally changed my life, because to go out there in front of like 2,000 people, you know, 8 times a week, every night, it is a scary thing. And, and to not have any takes. You can't take no timeouts, you know.
The audience is right there. There's no way you can say, let's stop, let's forget that.
One time I don't want to sound too vulgar, but one time I actually got diarrhea, you know, as I was on stage.
Right. That happened to me tonight during the show, but we were able to move on.
Believe me, there are no takes.
Right, right. So you just moved on and took care of that problem somehow? I don't even want to know. I don't even know what you did. Probably pretty hard to prepare the sexy into those situations. But
those two don't really mix.
No, don't say mix. But you know, when you did Raising the Sun, I think it influenced other rappers. Because I don't know if you, right after that, I think 50 Cent appeared in Fiddler on the Roof. I have the poster right here. That was a big, huge occasion. He was very good. Now, I hate to make this all about me. Tevye blew me away. I hate to make this all about me, but you have this every year in the Hamptons. You have this party that is the party in the Hamptons. It's called the White Party. Everybody dresses all in white. It's this distinguished event. How do I get invited to that party? I've driven by that party in my Dodge Neon. I've tried to infiltrate that party. Never happens. How do you get? Is this always the coolest people are at that party?
You have to have a lot of positive energy. You're a person
very negative person. Yeah, a lot of negativity.
Yeah, you're a rat.
Yeah, so that's not going to happen.
Do you own any white?
Do I own any white?
White clothing, like linen, white linen?
I can't wear white because I am so sickly white. You know, naturally, that I wear colors to look kind of alive. That's what I do. When I wear a white suit, people don't see me and I'm hit by cars. So.
Okay, well, those two. Do you listen to hip hop music?
Yes, I do actually listen to hip hop.
Do you dance to hip hop music?
I do, and people ask me to stop pretty quickly. So maybe I'm.
We need.
It's not going to happen.
We need to invite you to another party.
Yeah, yeah. Get me invited to some party is all I want. Whoa, my seat just went down.
Hey, Jack.
We have like this crappy office chair here, and occasionally it just gives out and falls. This is why I'm never invited to P. Diddy parties, is because of these situations right here. I'd be at the party at this level right here.
And you don't have your sexy together.
No, I don't have my sexy together. I think we've established that. You for a long time, you know, people say that people have good luck, but clearly it's not good luck. You have been working on being a great entrepreneur since you were a kid. What were you doing when you were a kid? I understand when you had a paper route, you even went at it differently than most kids who just get a bicycle and deliver papers.
Yes, I mean, I've done everything from wash floors and bathrooms to pump gas. And when I was 12, I started becoming an entrepreneur. You would have paper routes, and everybody would have a certain section of the city. So I had an idea to go to maybe the east side of the city, and I would speak to the guy that had the whole east side, and I would say that, you know, I will deliver your papers, you can stay at home, and we could just split the profit. You know, and then I went to the west side, I did the same thing, because I felt like, you know, half of $1 was more than half of nothing.
Right, right. So this is, you were thinking outside the box even at that age. Like, how can I maximize?
Yeah, I was maximizing, you know, my full potential, my full upside, you know, at that point.
Right. You were preparing your sexy when you were like 4. That's before most of us know there is a sexy.
I was really trying to eat.
Right, right. Oh, it's good though. We have. I know we want to talk about this campaign that you're doing now, which is to get out the vote. You're trying to get people to vote, and actually, we have. And you know, a bunch of celebrities. A bunch of celebrities have been involved in this campaign to get out the vote, and we actually have footage of you getting out the vote as only P. Diddy can. Take a look at this footage earlier. This is pretty amazing.
Come on, people, we got to be in charge of our own futures. Come on now, sign up, register to vote. Only a couple of more weeks to the election. Let's go. Let's go. Sign up right
Steve
there.
Horan, I want to vote. I'm sorry, sir. You're not on the list.
Oh, come on. Sign up now, people. Come on now. A couple more weeks to the election. Hey. Sign on up. Ladies, complimentary champagne.
That's the only, as only you can do it.
Desperate times call for desperate measures. This
Right.
is a crucial election, and young people have been the lowest voting community in history. And so I came up with a campaign slogan, Vote or Die, put a lot of my talents, God has blessed me with the talent to communicate to young people, and trying to use it in a positive way. We have to be in charge of responsible for our own future, and we can't complain unless we're involved in the process. So voting registration is up 250%, and it's going great. So November 2nd, y'all going to see something very, very special. Young people and minorities come out and vote in record numbers, and it's thanks to everybody out there for getting energized and getting educated about the process.
Well, the other thing is, I think historically a lot of young people have thought, my vote doesn't really count. If the last election taught us anything, it's that, your vote counts. Your vote counts. This one could come down to 3 votes, so get out there and have, be heard.
Yes, people have literally died for us to have the right to vote. People have literally died for us to have the freedoms that we have today. And as a generation, sometimes we take that freedom for granted, and we owe that to them and our families to vote and to be involved in the process. And I feel just like young people have felt for years that politicians are full of it at times, but the only way we can make them be honest is by exercising our right to vote. And I think that that's going to be done this year in record numbers. So, vote or die, it's real talk.
Well, thanks for coming, and don't forget, vote on November 2nd. Sean P. Diddy Combs,
Yes.
always a
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Thank you very much. Dave Navarro coming up. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.